Are you noticing huge clouds of black smoke pouring out of your diesel truck's tailpipe and feeling a massive loss of power when you try to accelerate? If you have scanned your vehicle and found the P006B code, you are likely dealing with a frustrating issue that is very common on Ford Powerstroke diesel engines, though it can happen on others like Dodge or Chevrolet as well. This generic powertrain diagnostic trouble code stands for manifold absolute pressure versus exhaust pressure correlation. Let us break down what that actually means for you. Your truck's computer, which we call the PCM, constantly monitors two critical air pressure readings to manage the engine efficiently. One is from the MAP sensor, which measures the air pressure inside your intake manifold, often reading in inches of mercury. The other is from the exhaust pressure sensor, which measures the back pressure leaving the engine. This back pressure reading is vital for modern clean diesel engines because it tells the computer how well your catalytic converter and diesel particulate filters are working. The code P006B triggers when the PCM detects that the voltage signals from these two sensors simply do not agree with each other over a set period. It is a discrepancy between the air coming in and the exhaust going out. If you ignore this, you risk clogging your filters and facing expensive repairs. The symptoms are hard to miss. Besides the excessive smoke, you might notice your fuel economy dropping significantly, meaning fewer miles per gallon, and the engine might struggle to perform, running either too rich or too lean. The causes are usually specific. It is often a defective exhaust pressure sensor, a faulty MAP sensor, or issues with the wiring. Since these wires run near very hot exhaust parts and sharp heat shields, they can easily get melted or shorted out. To fix this, you'll need a diagnostic scanner and a digital volt-ohm meter, also known as a DVOM. Start by visually inspecting the wiring harnesses for both sensors. Look closely for any burns or breaks. If the wires are good, connect your scanner to the OBD2 port. Check the freeze frame data to see exactly when the failure happened and write it down. Clear the codes and test drive the truck. If the code comes back immediately, grab your multimeter. You need to test for a 5-volt reference signal and a ground at the sensor connectors with the ignition on but the engine off. If you have 5 volts and a good ground, reconnect the sensor and test the signal wire with the engine running. Compare your voltage readings to the manufacturer's pressure chart. If the sensor's voltage does not match the actual pressure, that sensor is defective and needs to be replaced. Also, check the tube that connects to the exhaust pressure sensor. It often gets clogged with soot. Clean it out and you might solve the problem without spending a dime. If you have checked the sensors, the wiring, and the soot levels and still have the code, it might be time to suspect the PCM itself, but that's rare. If you are not comfortable testing live electrical circuits with a meter, that is the moment you should take your truck to a professional mechanic to avoid causing more damage to the computer.